I'm going to be teaching you 10 simple box fighting tips and tricks in Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 6 so you can win more gunfights, and we're starting right now. What is going on? I'm Neo Bros and welcome to another video. If this is your first time here and you want to watch funny Fortnite videos, Fortnite tip videos and all types of other Fortnite related stuff, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. Okay, so the first tip I'm going to be showing you is a way to get a high damage shot on your opponent while they're trying to take your wall. So you'll be inside your box and your opponent will be outside. So your opponent will be trying to take your wall. So what you want to do inside is get your shotgun ready and track them down so you can shoot them and get a high damage shot on them. I'll show you the example here. So this will be edited out here. They're going to hit it once, and then when they hit it the second time, I'm going to edit here to show you exactly what's going to happen. When they hit it the second time, say I'm over here, the opponent's over here where I am. I'm going to hit it right here and you're going to be inside and shoot. As soon as you shoot, straight away build. Just shoot literally at them and you're going to get a really high damage shot so easily, because opponents really don't expect this because they just think you're going to carry on building the thing. But what you're going to do is shoot them, then put a build piece. Sometimes your build piece won't be quick enough to be placed there, so what you want to just do is just edit out of your box from every other side and you should be fine, and you can carry on like that. Very simple but so effective. So the second tip I'm going to be showing you is a way to stop your opponent from constantly placing stairs inside their box. So when you're trying to break and replace their wall, instead of trying to take the wall first time, try and put a cone or a stair inside their box. So this is how it's going to look like. You're going to try and break, put a cone inside, and your opponent will obviously put the wall again like normal because they're holding turbo build. So as soon as you got that cone there, your opponent will start getting distracted with that and they'll try and break it. While they're trying to break that, you want to break their wall and obviously just get their wall as well, take their wall, and then you can edit and obviously you can just shoot them. And now you've got this 50-50 fight where you can obviously win, because since you started it, you should be able to win it. And this is very simple. Just try and put cones inside their box so that they don't constantly place stairs like this. They're going to keep doing this and this, and they're going to keep protecting themselves. So this will prevent that from happening constantly. But obviously you can't do this if they already have a cone inside their box or a stair inside their box. But most of the time they tend to not have it, so you should be good with this one. So the third tip I'm going to be showing you is also a way to stop your opponent from placing stairs constantly. But this time it's not inside someone's box, it's just outside. So you want to just randomly place cones to where you think your opponent will go or where your opponent is going. So when your opponent is just like running around, maybe you shot them with a high damage shot and they're running to hill, they're going to be like editing out constantly like this. They're going to be editing like this and trying to run out. So what you want to do in that case is just randomly place cones to where you think they're going to go next. And then if you box them up, so say they get boxed up over here, they box themselves up, but then you end up putting a cone inside from like that angle, you might be able to just catch them off guard. So when they're starting to heal, they're going to go like this, they're going to heal. You might be able to catch them off guard and then break their build and then take the wall for yourself. And then you can obviously finish them off like that. And obviously don't do this constantly because it will burn your mats. Placing cones this much is obviously going to take up a lot of mats. So I only do this if you have lots of mats. And in my opinion, the best time to do it is in endgame, when you have so much mats and there's only like 1 or 2 people left. Because the amount of piece control you get will literally make you win in the end. Because if you have so much places you can edit and obviously places to stop your opponent from placing stairs, you will be able to win that gunfight way easier, because they're not going to be able to use build pieces to protect themselves constantly. So this is really useful for that reason, but obviously use it wisely. Don't always use it because your mats will be going really quick. So the fourth technique I'm going to be showing you is a way to quickly trap your opponent just like a fly, and it also allows you to quickly kill them. So what you want to first do is tunnel like normal, but instead of tunneling it exactly the normal way, you also want to place a cone and also get all the way around. So by getting all the way around, your opponent cannot get out, so your opponent will be in this box, and by putting the cone, obviously no stairs for them, so they won't be able to protect themselves, and it should be a really easy kill for you. Really simple but effective, and you should literally win most of these fights. Sometimes obviously your aim might be a bit bad and it might result you in dying, but more than 90% chance that you're winning this, trust me. The fifth technique I'm going to be showing you is a phasing technique, and it will allow you to get inside your opponent's box right through the top of their roof. So what you want to do with their floor, you want to hit it once, and then when you're going to hit it the second time, you want to actually jump and hit it exactly just before you're about to land again. So I'm going to show you an example right here. So I'm going to jump, hit, and look, I phase right through it. Sometimes it might take you a couple of tries, you might go like this and then you might land and then hit it, and obviously you're not going to phase in through like that, but you could just obviously try it really quick again, and there you go. You should be able to do it. It always works most of the time. You'll get the hang of it. I'm not a master myself, but I tend to get it most of the time anyway, so I'm sure you guys will be able to get it. So the sixth technique I'm going to be showing you is a really sneaky way of taking your opponent's wall. So what you want to do is go to your opponent's wall, hit it with your pickaxe once, and wait for them to edit. Make sure you have your shotgun out in this time though. They're going to fall for the bait straight away. If you're just standing around here, just jump around so obviously they don't shoot you really easily. They're gonna edit, and as soon as they edit, you want to shoot their build and take the build for yourself. Edit and put a cone if you can, if they don't have a cone already, so they can't place stairs. And then obviously when you do that, you could just shoot them. You should really use this, and trust me, you will see a big improvement in your game. The 7th tip is to always track your opponent even when you're not shooting at them. So say you're in your own box and your opponent's all the way that way, and you might not know they're that way. If you think they're this way, then obviously they could just break this part of your build it for themselves and edit and make an edit play on you, and then yeah, it might result you in dying. By knowing all the time where your opponent is, it will make it way easier for you to kill the opponent. Another good example is, say your opponent took this wall and they're gonna edit on you. Say they're over there. If you know they're over there and they make like this kind of edit, you can straight away shoot at them, and then obviously if you shoot at them, then you can start spraying at them and you should be able to finish them off really quickly. Say they're gonna do a window and they're editing there, you can straight away shoot at them instead of them shooting you, or you could take the first shot at them. So always track your opponent even when you're not shooting at them. The next tip is, whenever possible, try and get a 2x1 instead of a 1x1. The reason for this is 2x1s give you way more options, and they also allow you to be way more safe. For example, say the opponent is taking this wall and they took it. What you could do, obviously, in a 2x1, you can edit the cone and then edit this, and then you can just run out. But if it's a 1x1, the opponent took the wall, they can edit on you however they want straight away. Even if you try and edit out really quickly, sometimes the opponent just edits so quick that you can't even react, and they shoot you and then you get out, and you don't want to be taking any damage. So if you want to stay more safe, whenever possible, just try and get a 2x1 instead of a 1x1. Do this and you have way more options. You got so much more piece control. Even if the opponent comes right in, you can obviously just edit on them, and it's better for dealing with opponents. The 9th tip is to always be cautious of what pieces you own. So an example of this is, say I'm in a 1x1 and say I own all the pieces except maybe the cone, okay, cone at the top. So say I'm editing out, say the opponent's pressuring me and I'm editing out from the top, and then he builds up to the top with a stair from that side. If I edit this and then I try and edit this, it won't edit because obviously it's not my piece. Then the opponent will edit it from this side, so the opponent's come from here. The opponent will edit the cone, and then obviously they'll just shoot me. So make sure you're always cautious of what pieces you own. Like, I can't tell you how many times people die from not knowing what pieces they own. Like, I've killed so many people just because they don't know what pieces they own, and I'll sneakily come up from here, edit, and then they won't know, and I'll just shoot them and I'll just finish them off. So literally be really cautious of what pieces you own, or it might end up getting you killed. The 10th technique I'm going to be showing you is a phasing technique that you could do with literally any gun, and you can even do it with your pickaxe. So here's an example of it. So this wall has 20 health, and I'm going to use a shotgun to go through it, okay? So what you have to do is run into the wall and shoot it just before you're about to go in, and then even if the opponent is holding turbo build, it will cancel that time because there's like a 1-second delay, and it will allow you to phase through. So here's an example. So 20 health, you run, shoot, and look, you're right in. You could do it with any gun, okay? Here's a SMG I'm going to use. What you're going to do is just shoot one, bang, and look, you're in. You could do it with an AR as well. Here's another example. And obviously you could do it with a heavy sniper. I'm going to show you right here. You can run in and do it. And then obviously you could do it with pickaxe as well. You run in, pickaxe, and you're in. You could phase through anything. And a bonus technique I'm going to be telling you is to actually repair your build pieces. Repairing your build pieces is actually so underrated. You can stop techniques like the technique I taught you in number 10, every other phasing technique, so many exploits and stuff. So putting cones inside people's boxes, you can literally stop this by just repairing your build pieces, and it literally doesn't take that many mats and literally just takes a second to do. So I don't know why people don't do it. I feel like this just doesn't have enough attention. This can actually save your life in a gunfight, okay? So just repair your build pieces when you can. When your build pieces are low, just repair them. It's going to stop people from doing all these phasing techniques, so take advantage of it. And to watch more funny Fortnite videos, Fortnite tip videos, and all types of other Fortnite related stuff, start now by hitting the round subscribe icon so you don't miss anything. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.